Sound. Let us understand the nature of sound. Sound is a form of energy that gives us the sensation of hearing. It is produced in the form of longitudinal waves by the vibrations of a source. The frequency of the sound is always the same as its vibrating source. Let us try to understand the nature of sound with the help of this video. When an object vibrates, it pushes the surrounding air molecules into one another, starting a chain reaction of collisions through the air. These collisions travel in waves. When they reach our eardrum, it vibrates. These vibrations are converted into audio signals that our brain recognizes as sound. Sound produced by a vibrating source creates compressions and rarefactions in the medium. This is why sound needs a material medium to propagate. Velocity of sound is maximum in solids. It is less in liquids and least in gases. Let us see how these compressions and rarefactions travel with the help of this video. When we strike an object, it vibrates with its frequency. A vibrating object sets up a wave of compressions and rarefactions that travel through the entire medium. Compressions are the areas of high pressure and high density, while rarefactions are the regions of low pressure and low density. So here we see alternate compressions and rarefactions. Here we see how the molecules of the medium oscillate about their mean position, creating compressions and rarefactions. Range of hearing. Human ear is sensitive to sound vibrations of frequency lying between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. This is called the audible range. So human ear can hear sound between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz only. It is wider in children and shorter in older people. Sound with frequencies above 20,000 Hz are called ultrasonic waves. Cats and dogs can hear ultrasonic sound. Bats can produce ultrasonic sound and use echolocation to detect their prey. Sound with frequencies below 20 Hz are called infrasonic waves. Whales and elephants can hear infrasonic sound. They produce infrasonic sound for communication. The term supersonic is used to denote speeds greater than those of sound. The speed of sound is 344 meters per second on an average. Any object traveling with a speed greater than 344 meters per second is supposed to be having a supersonic speed. Shock waves produced by supersonic aircrafts produce unpleasant burst or cracking of sound called sonic booms. Sound waves on hitting an object are reflected back just like light. The phenomena of hearing back our own voice after reflection is called echo. For echo, three things are a must. First, obstacles of large size. Second, time gap of 1/10 of a second or more between the original sound and the reflected sound. And third, distance of at least 17.2 meters between the source of sound and obstacle. This time gap of 1/10 of a second is required because our brain cannot process a new sound if it comes before 1/10 of a second. Sensation of sound lasts in our brain for 0.1 seconds, that is 1/10 of a second. So the echoed sound must reach our ear only after 0.1 seconds. In 0.1 seconds, distance covered by sound is equal to 34.4 meters. Thus, the obstacle must be at least 17.2 meters from the source of the sound to produce an echo. When sound is repeatedly reflected from a number of obstacles, multiple echoes are heard. Repeated reflections that result in persistence of sound is called reverberation. Acoustics is used in designing auditoriums and cinema halls to avoid any nuisance due to echo and reverberation. Thick curtains, heavy carpets, and cushioned seats are used extensively to absorb sound. Ultrasound has a wide variety of applications in our life. For example, information exchange by some animals, path and prey location by bats, interior photographs of human body, examination of fetus, ultrasonic cleaning. This is how a baby looks like inside its mother's womb after an ultrasonographic photograph. Sonar is the abbreviated form of sound navigation and ranging. It is mostly used in oceanographic studies for detecting and locating underwater objects. Ultrasonic waves can be directed like a beam of light. So powerful pulses of ultrasound are sent out at regular intervals through a transmitter. These waves are reflected back by obstacles and are caught by a receiver. The time of reflection is noted and distance is calculated as h is equal to v into t by 2, where v is the velocity of ultrasound in that medium and t is the time taken. Thank you.